Hey bitches, welcome back to another video, and it's midnight right now, so I can't be too loud, but it's not like I'm very loud in my videos either, so whatever. I can't explain my disappearance.
Oh my God!
It's mostly just because I'm lazy, not because, I don't care about you guys, so here we go. Okay, I really hate talking about, like, sensitive topics, but what can I say? I also love them. I just don't like talking about them. So right now, I just cannot deal with the defenders here. If you saw the title, you probably know who I'm talking about, or not, you saw the thumbnail. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Joe Gatto from Impractical Jokers, and
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
okay, I can't say that I was a big fan of Impractical Jokers because I really did not know who they were until like he got accused. So here's my take on it. All right, quick disclaimer here on the screen. If you do not feel comfortable with these topics, then do not watch and click off this video. And also, I will not be playing a game for this video because I'm kind of testing something else.
Just got here. There's a lot of people here. I love this man parking garage just because it smells like the airport spawn. Having a lovely time. Just got here. There's a lot of people here. I love this man parking garage just because it smells like the airport spawn. Having a lovely time.
Okay, I don't want to hear any of the fake crap. Okay, you guys are gonna, people in the comments are all just victim blaming her or saying this is all just fake. Shut the hell up. You never knew what happened that day. So who are you to say it's fake? Who are you to say that this is all crap? This is her putting this on herself. I can see where people are coming from when they are saying it's her fault. Why did she come into his hotel room? But like, the thing is, why would he invite her, a young girl who freshly came out of like her teenager years, into his hotel room? She was 19, I believe, at the time. And that is not very far from 18. And even then, you haven't even like fully grown yet. You haven't fully reached your maximum like growth. I don't know how to explain it, but you get what I mean probably. But she was just a super big fan. Okay. I would have to say that being invited into like a celebrity's hotel, especially, is like super rare. It's probably one of the like the most rare things to ever happen to a person. And I know people are just gonna say like, dude, it's just a normal guy. He breathes, drinks water, and does all the same thing as you. But like, the thing is, this guy is super popular. So why wouldn't you take the offer to go, like, meet him? Like, I get that she was super excited as a fan, and she was also super young. So at the time, I think she really couldn't think of the worst case happening or like a worst case even existing. I bet she was just a new super excited fan who was like eager to meet her like a celebrity that she admired or something like that. Because frankly, I think people are just defending him because they really like him. And I hate that. I hate when people victim blame just because that person they like. This applies to friends too. If you're defending your friend after what they did, I'm unfriending you. Bye. Like, I hate when people aren't held accountable for what they did. I know that it's not like fully confirmed. Like, these are very, like, take this as a grain of salt, but like, no, that's not what I mean. Oh my goodness. I mean that this is not fully confirmed, but I'd like to apply the words of I'd rather believe a potential liar rather than a potential uh uh the word I don't really want to say it. And I get that people are saying that is a stupid like quote to go by, but you sometimes like gotta look at it from that perspective because sometimes I really do feel like super suspicious when people say like I've always believed he never did that. Who is you, bro? Like if you don't know a celebrity, I'm saying this right now. Like your favorite celebrity, you don't actually know what they're like. They're just putting up a fake facade in front of you just so you can like them. Like how do I know that my favorite singer is a super nice person? I don't. I don't. That's the thing. You know, everybody here acts like they know Joe Gatto, but honestly, you've probably never even like met that man in real life. One meeting is probably not enough either. You never really know someone until like you live with them or have a trip with them. I think that really makes sense because that is like when you can see people at their worst times and at their best times, but like you guys don't really know him. You guys can't just say, he doesn't seem like the type to do that, so I don't believe her. Shut the hell up. Shut the fuck up. Like, you, honestly, people just have to think about it like this. This girl has so much to lose. She's young. This could potentially, like, ruin her reputation. She wouldn't be able to get a job. She wouldn't be able to continue her influencer lifestyle. She wouldn't be able to continue her, like, TikTok career. Like, and Joe Gatto, he's a super wealthy man. I'm not saying he's like wealthy, but I'm saying he's well off. That guy probably has like no financial issues if I'm being honest. Okay, I just said you don't really know, but then like at the same time, this guy was like a celebrity, not just like a girl, I mean a guy on TikTok. So he has like nothing to lose. I mean, he does have a lot to lose, like his reputation and stuff, but at the same time, he could probably survive. And this girl, she's still young. She hasn't lived like most of her life yet. This guy, Joe Gatto, he's already like what? Wait, let me check his age. 40 fucking 8. This guy is almost 50. He lived most of his life. Just think about that. Like this girl, just imagine her. She's 9. She's like she's young compared to him, right? Like imagine being 20 and then you just realize that your whole life is ruined. Your whole life is ruined after like this accusation. This is probably why like women don't come out when they have been essayed. You just gotta think about that. I really hate when I see like finally like a person, it doesn't have to be a girl or a boy, a person like um coming out like with their experience of being harmed or something like that. I really hate when people say that is so fake, that is cap. I don't believe you. I just feel so disappointed in humanity at that point because what are you as a person doing like defending a guy who has purposely harmed someone? Come on. You're better than that. You're better than that. Honestly, I'm actually so terrified right now because everybody's probably if this video does get like people commenting, I know you guys are gonna say, you're so stupid for believing her. You're so stupid. You're so stupid. Shut the fuck up. What the hell is wrong with you? Like, look at this shit right now. How does it feel not to have anyone loving you? How does it feel to be like fatherless, motherless, familyless? I'm talking to those commenters right there. Like, how does it feel not to be loved by anyone? How does it feel for you to be ostracized? That's just my question to them. Anyways, as you can see, there's like way more people that are commenting that this is so fake. This is literally the fakest thing I've heard in my life, and stuff like that. But there's also like proof, and that's in quotation mark, proof of her admitting that it was all fake. Which, as I said, it was in quotation marks because it's not true. She never like admitted those were fake. So, but then if we're applying to the same logic that photos could easily be edited, yes, that is true. But the thing is, she has proof of like a photo with her and him, and it's kind of difficult with things like this because you really don't know what happened, and like, why would she just have like a video, like a video of what's happening, which it's super weird. That I feel like that is like the most solid evidence ever, but that is like difficult to get. And um, at the same time, it's just difficult with cases like this because you really cannot get solid proof or evidence. But in this situation, I feel we have to always like believe the potential liar slash victim because we never really knew what happened that night. We never knew like if they actually were just being friendly with each other or whether that actually happened. And you know what I'm talking about? And I'd like to keep everyone in mind that it's like take everything with a grain of salt. These screenshots could be fake. These like photos could be fake. It could be photoshopped. And I am like so for the victim usually, and um, it, it's hard to get people on your side, especially if it's against a famous man. So I'm really proud of her for standing up and exposing him. And I do feel like people just misunderstand the situation because when you go into your favorite celebrity's like place, you're not really expecting like that. You're expecting to have fun with them or like have a talk with them. Like, how is it being so famous? How is it? Or like joking around since he's like from Impractical Jokers, right? I know that he's left like quite a while ago, but I would just like to say that. Just imagine, put yourself in her shoes. Just imagine you were harmed, and I'm saying like harmed to sugarcoat it to make it sound like it's like less like worse than it actually is. And just to put yourself in your shoes, in her shoes, like imagine you got harmed by one of your like favorite celebrities or like a celebrity that you were able to meet, and then you expose them, and everybody just says, no, no, that's not true. You're a liar. You did that to yourself. Just imagine. Just imagine. Just imagine if it was you. Just imagine if it was your sister. Just imagine if it was your mother. Just imagine if it was your grandmother. Just imagine it was your aunt. Just imagine it was your cousin. Just imagine, like, you being her. I just can't believe people are so stupid enough to defend a guy just because they like them. I used to be that person, but when you grow, you're supposed to grow, right? Yeah, but I've also heard that there are like other victims coming out, and I'm not very sure about those victims either, like if it really happened. So yeah, but like I'm not sure if they have proof either because they could just be like also like cloud chasing. But I'm not saying that she's cloud chasing. Like they could have just joined the bandwagon just for cloud, but fuck. No, that's not what I meant. But like usually like when these happen, it's always like the first voice just empowers everybody to tell their story, and I think it's amazing actually. So I'm so sorry to all those victims if they were victims, but for now we really don't know what happened, and I actually really want to know what happened because what the hell, man. Also, I'm super proud of those other people who decided to defend like the victims rather than Joe Gatto. Like I better not see any comments saying, "Oh my gosh, I support Joe Gatto." Um, you are so you can't be believing everything you see on the internet. But then at the same time, you've only seen him from the internet. How do you know this guy is like not like a predator? How do you know this guy isn't like how do you know this guy isn't just a bad person? You never really know. And for all I know, I could be wrong. But then I was I would support the victim, the potential victim, potential liar. So you should too. Okay, I really don't have anything else to say for this video. Just I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope it like really opened your eyes hearing my opinion and my take on it. And I feel like this video editing was like a bit more unserious this time, which I really did not mean for it to be like that. I was just trying to lighten the mood, I promise, but I probably will delete it if like the victims feel offended by it. I'm so sorry if this offended you or anything like that. Uh, yeah. Okay, I think that is it for the video. Thank you for watching, and if you did, please comment your opinion, even if it's supporting Joe Gatto. Just as long as you're not like ruining my opinion, you're not like saying like this is so stupid. You're so stupid. Yeah, just paste down whatever you want to say, but uh, I'm probably gonna delete it if it's too mean or yeah. Okay, see you guys another time. I'm so sorry for disappearing. Bye.